Title: Echoes of the Airwaves. In the small, forgotten town of Hollow Creek, technology was a rarity. An old radio station stood at the edge, its tower rising like a skeletal hand toward the sky. Once vibrant and bursting with life, Maplewood Radio Station broadcasted the sounds of the community, playing news, music, and the enthusiastic chatter of local DJs. But time was unkind, and after the last summer fair when it fell silent, the station became an echo of its former self, a relic of yesteryears. 17-year-old Emma Taylor was not the type to shy away from spooky places, and after hearing stories about the defunct station, her curiosity seeped in like the autumn mist that surrounded Hollow Creek. Legend had it that during its last broadcast, a peculiar message had been deemed too sinister for air. The whispers suggested it had been locked away in a vault, forgotten with the dust and decay. One chilly October evening, emboldened by the thrill of discovery, Emma gathered her friends, Alex, Nico, and Lily. Armed with flashlights and the spirit of adventure, they crept through the crumbling gates that led to Maplewood Radio Station, the faded sign swaying ominously in the wind. Inside, the air was stale with the weight of neglect. Shadows danced around the flickering beam of their flashlights as they navigated the cluttered station. The remnants of old equipment lay abandoned, decrepit microphones, tangled wires, and walls adorned with cracked posters of famous bands long faded from memory. "Where's the vault?" she whispered, her voice tinged with excitement. "Probably in the control room," Nico replied, glancing nervously around. "Let's check it out." Emma led the way, heart racing. They climbed past shattered records strewn across the floor, scaling the dust-covered staircase that creaked beneath their weight until they entered the control room. An old mixing board was still intact, but it was the soundproof vault door that bound their curiosity. Nico pushed against it, but the rusted hinges groaned in refusal. "It's locked. We'll never get in." Just then, Emma's flashlight flickered, illuminating a small, overlooked desk in the corner. "Wait, look." She rushed to it, revealing a set of mysterious tapes labeled in peeling, faded ink, unaired audio. "What if these are the recordings?" Alex suggested, a mixture of excitement and fear dancing in his eyes. "This place is creepy. I don't know if we should," Lily muttered nervously, glancing back at the shadowy corners of the room. "Come on. What's the worst that could happen? There's no one here but us." Emma scoffed, snatching up the tapes and clutching them tightly. They decided to find an old cassette player upstairs, something fully functional from an era long gone. Once they returned to the main floor, they found an ancient cassette player shrouded in cobwebs and grime. Emma inserted one of the tapes, and they gathered around, adrenaline pumping. With a push of the button, scratchy sounds filled the air. The hiss faded, a voice emerged, garbled and strained as if it had been fighting to be heard. "Beware the whispers in the night. They seek to claim what is lost, the innocence, they linger and will not let go." Lily shuddered, the hairs on her arms standing on end. "This is disturbing. Turn it off." But Emma was entranced. She cranked the volume, and the transmission escalated, revealing frantic noises, a barrage of whispers, laughter, and ominous tones winding together like a sinister melody. A deep, guttural voice intruded, demanding silence, then beckoning. "Join us, join us." The lights flickered and the room grew colder. Shadows danced with more fervor now, crawling closer to where they stood. Panic rippled through Emma's friends. Alex was the first to bolt. Nico, following suit, nearly tripping over himself in his race for the exit. "Not yet," Emma cried, reaching to stop the tape, but it was too late. The whispers crescendoed, enveloping them like a shroud. The room blurred, and Emma felt a pull from within, a yearning to stay, to succumb to the voices echoing all around. "Leave it, let's go," Lily screamed, her voice slicing through the eerie cacophony. Suddenly, all the shadows converged, swirling in a whirlwind of darkness that swallowed the room with a deafening roar. Emma yanked the plug out, and the noise halted abruptly. The room fell silent, but panic crept in. Only the sound of heavy breathing filled the gaps. "Did we break it?" Nico panted, wide-eyed. "For good, I hope," Emma whispered, her heart pounding as she grasped her friend's hands tightly. They fled down the spiraling stairs, the mirth of the whispers chasing them, their laughter ringing louder as they dashed through the entrance. With a final glance back, Emma swore she saw shadows darting away from the vault, slipping into the darkness like a ripple. They didn't stop running until they reached the edge of town, adrenaline fading into dread. In the days that followed, strange occurrences began. Whispers invaded their dreams, shadows emerged in corners, and the air felt thick with something unseen. But worst of all was the stolen innocence, the haunting echo of that cursed audio replayed in their minds, unwilling to let go. Emma returned to the station, determined to make sense of the night. As she touched the rusty door of the vault, eerie laughter echoed through her mind, "Join us." It was then she realized, they had not escaped. Maplewood Radio Station wasn't merely a relic. It had opened a door, and the whispers yearned to claim her. And now, the echoes would never end.